introduce himself.
Look at that. We're like professional podcasters.
Yeah.
An intro that worked on time and everything.
It was so good. It's almost so good that I don't actually know what's happening because I've got black screen on my end. I don't know. I don't know what I've done, but I clicked the live. Okay, there it is. Now it is.
Like I said,
We're
professional streamers.
It was live for a hot second. It did show the intro. So I'm going back and looking. Show the intro. We're so good at this. It's not even funny. DjGoHam and Clutchy Moo. Man.
I'm telling you, like, you guys can't expect anything more than what you're getting here. This is the top rated and top downloaded farm sim podcast in the world. I was expecting you to have something witty to say there, DJ.
No, that's a terrible statement. That means everybody else sucks harder than this. And this is rough. Where'd my phone go? I need an escape. Somebody just sent me a text. I'm so sorry. See? Why do people like this? I don't get it. Anyway.
Oh boy.
Somebody asked me if I wanted to come to a football game tomorrow because they have an extra ticket.
That doesn't sound at all to do with farm sim, but hey, who am I to judge?
So I kind of want to. The thing is, I also want to stay home all day tomorrow. So we've got, hopefully anyway, if everything goes the way it used to, hopefully sometime next week we'll have access to the new game, and hopefully by Friday we'll be doing preview videos and having stuff pre-recorded stuff. But that's only if things work the same now that they did back at FS22 and 19. And I don't know if they will. So
they got to, right?
So I'm making
be the same.
So I'm making plans based off of that. And because I'm making my plans based off of that, I'm planning on taking off work tomorrow, Saturday. Tomorrow is Saturday.
Tomorrow off?
Tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. There we go. It'll be like my first Monday of taking off ever.
All right.
So,
well, I mean, let's be honest. There's not a lot to talk about in the mod world right now, is there?
Yeah, it's almost like we shouldn't have done a podcast.
The mod world. But I mean, there's an awful lot to talk about in Farm Sim 25 land.
Yeah, look at Mr. Marcel made the perfect comment for our audio listeners. He says, "Imagine taking off days on the weekend." He didn't put a question mark there, but I did. I did it for you. Don't worry. DJ's taken off so many Mondays this year. I have not. There was nothing to talk about on Mondays. It was totally different.
So is this going to be the last Farm Sim show before we move into Farm Sim 25?
We cannot confirm that, but we are assuming yes.
Because I don't think, we know that there's plans to have the pre-release stuff out for certain content creators next week later on.
Right. Again,
what's the embargo? Do we have an embargo date on any of that yet? I don't think we've been announced, has it?
Because if we did, we'd have to keep our mouths shut.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. But usually, like, the embargo dates are on Fridays, right? Typically, like for all the DLCs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're always like the weekend before, usually, and it's usually like a Friday sometime. But usually, the Farm Sim show goes before the embargo date happens. Typically, I've noticed in the past.
We'll figure it out.
All right.
Sorry, Kermit sent me something funny. He didn't. He the answer to your question for Kermit was no.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be helpful here.
Kermit said the 8th. It was in previous Q&A.
There we go. So I think
cool.
I thought that was public knowledge to some degree.
Next Friday. Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
So we are going to talk about stuff. You guys have the embargo date info. Shh. No, we don't.
We're not going to be able to show anything off is the problem, I think, with the Farm Sim show. We might know stuff that we can't talk about potentially by then. I don't know yet.
Well, the thing is, we don't know what we can't talk about because we don't know anything right now.
Well, everything we know is public right now because the last thing left is release.
Right.
Unless Kermit was able to comment back to you after I told you to message him to give us information on one last thing that we could announce today.
No. You've watched Austin Powers 3, the one with Beyonce, right?
Is that the one where it's like That pump, that's not my bag, baby. Is that the one?
That's all of them. But he, Beyonce looks at, or if Beyonce looks at him, is like, tell me something I don't know. And he's like, an open mouth kissed a horse once. He's like, what? That's something you didn't know. So that's, to be fair, anytime anyone says anything like, tell me something I don't know, that's my go-to line. Like, open mouth kissed a horse once. They're like, what? And I'm like, that's something you don't know. I love that. I love that one so much. You have no idea. Anyway, so
never ends.
He sent me that meme.
Of course he did.
Oh, it's fantastic. I may watch Austin Powers for the next couple days. I'm excited about that.
I can't think of the last time I watched any of those.
Man, I own all of them on DVD, and I think one or two of them on VHS.
Who owns DVDs nowadays?
I didn't buy them recently. I just still have them. Let me tell you what, we got a great lineup here. It's good times. So
On the bright side, before you move anything, did you like new K-Bot?
That's great.
I would just like to announce we set a new record yesterday. I made 4 kids cry during Halloween. We had 4 criers.
Nice.
I'm toughening the community up, 1 crier at a time.
What
so
were
this
you...
guy here, he pops up when you walk by him. So he makes like a weird noise, and then he pops up, and his guts kind of come out of his mouth.
Can you show us that? I think everyone wants to see that.
Not without plugging him in. I can't show him without plugging him in.
But you're already full screen. You should go plug him in.
No, I can't do it.
You're gonna have to, man.
Nope, can't do it.
Come on.
No, he's awesome though. We sat him right in front of the candy bowl, so kids would walk up to reach for the candy, and he'd bah! And we also had a jumping spider down below as well, so a spider would jump at him.
Nice.
It's good.
I think I've told you my story from last night. Last year's does everybody remember what happened last year? Did I tell you what happened last year on Halloween?
Remember?
Last year involved the police, like 4 sheriffs in my house clearing the house last Halloween.
Did you get doxxed?
No, no, but I didn't know if I had told you that. I was trying to, give enough.
I kind of remember something about this.
Last night, I spent the night kind of normally, and then I had a friend from college. I guess we could tell the story really quick before we talk about Farming Simulator. You guys know everything about Farm Sim. Let's be real. So last year, I had cameras that were dead. I didn't have as many cameras around the house as I do now, and they're all battery powered. So like 2 of the 4 were dead. Also, I'd cut all the lights off around my house because I didn't have any candy because I ate it all. So I didn't have any candy for trick-or-treaters. So I turned all the lights off. I had the cameras were off, which I didn't know. And the security system on my house was disarmed. And I was just like downstairs watching movies the whole time. And so by the time it was time to go upstairs to go to bed, I got up from the couch, walked around, was getting ready to go up the stairs, and it sounded like one of my cabinets in my kitchen shut. Turned out it was my HVAC system giving me like a 5-month warning that it was going to die. And I didn't realize that. And it made the sound a couple times. And I was like, there's somebody in my house. They're opening my cabinets. And I looked, I was like, oh, crap, the cameras are dead. Oh, crap, I didn't arm the alarm system. It was like the perfect storm. And so I called 911. I was like, I think there's someone in my house. And so
I think there's somebody in my house.
Yeah, I think there's somebody in my house going through my kitchen. So I'm downstairs right now. And so this window right here is one of the first windows if you walk around my house. And so I told the sheriffs when they were here, I was like, tell them to go around the right side of the house. And I remember holding the phone. Yeah, it's like 10 o'clock at night. And so I remember opening this blind and like holding the phone, like pushed it against the window. It said 911. And he just looks, he's like, where do I go? And I just yelled, I was like, keep going. And just walked him all the way around the house. And 4 sheriffs cleared the house. And I was like, by the way, there's firearms upstairs too. And they're hidden. And here's where they are. And it turned out I just heard my HVAC system making noises. And I apologized profusely. And they were like, this is fine. Like, if you thought somebody was here, thank you for letting us know. That was last year. This year, was actually kind of funny. I had a friend of mine gave me a call from college, and I'm like, "Hey man, what's up?" He's like, "I'm hiding in my backyard right now, enjoying some adult shenanigans of his own. Some what do you
Brown water?
Yeah, brown water. There you go,
Yeah.
and some sticks that disappear with smoke.
Smoking sticks?
Yeah, smoking sticks, yeah. But he gave me a call. He's like, I'm hiding in my backyard. I turned off all the lights of the house. I was like, why? He's like, it's Halloween. I don't want any trick-or-treaters, and I'm hiding from him. He's a high school band director, and all the kids know where he lives.
Oh, okay.
He didn't want people coming and messing with him.
Oh, boy.
And I was like, hey, funny story. I turned off all the lights around my house, too.
Holy,
I
you
ate
guys.
all of the candy before October even started, and I forgot to go get more.
Holy, you're killing me, man.
So it just turned out that me and him were both hiding from trick-or-treaters this year. And he called me just to say, hey.
You need to change the attitude. It's not about hiding. It's about how many can you make cry. That's the best way to do it. Now, unfortunately, the ones that make cry, they're the little ones, the littlest of them, the little ghouls. But they got to learn somehow. I mean, mine definitely did, so.
Yeah. I had, the first year I lived here, I took a big bowl of candy and I just put it outside.
You're one of those.
Yeah. And I was like, I just put a note on it, said, take as much as you want. I had 0 trick-or-treaters.
Well, fair enough. I mean, that kind of sucks.
0.
Oh, boy.
Guess who had bugs in their candy? I did.
Yeah. Well, I think I had like $150 worth of candy we gave out last night. We have a lot of kids in this area. We have a lot of youngsters. Yeah. So, like I said, we do a little bit of decorating outside. We put some big spider webs, and we got a big old spider, and we have a jumping spider, and we've got lights up. We've got quite a bit. We put some tunes outside. You know, you got to play like Ghostbusters and like old school Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah.
And we have fun with it, but we try to scare some kids too. There's one guy like just down the street. He has like a chainsaw with no chain on it, and he goes around with like a Freddy mask and like runs after teenagers. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, well, I'm 35. If I heard that, I'd piss myself. You would too. I know that face.
Was.
You're like, hey, is that Teddy? What's up, man? Oh, hey.
Speaking of Halloween, did you happen to follow Giants on Twitter yesterday?
All right. So here's the thing. I did.
On X?
I didn't make a video because I wasn't quite sure what it was or what was going on.
Yeah.
I think that they're just screwing with us. But there was somebody that figured all. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to figure all this out, but there's somebody that seems to have figured it out.
Okay.
So,
do you want to talk more about this?
No. There is one thing I want to talk about in this, though. I think you know exactly what I want to talk about.
What do you want to talk about? I'm just going to let you go with it. I don't know what you want to talk about.
All right. So 3 years ago, Giant Software released a video with a farming simulator hat whooshing through the air, and it landed.
Yeah.
It landed on something. It was blue.
Yep.
And it turned out it was a pickup truck that it landed on. Well,
that was the Ford pickup truck that we speculated it was.
Right. That you said you used to have one of.
Yeah, I did.
You were like
one.
That's the A-pillar. That's the little window that goes.
Yep.
Yeah. It turned out it wasn't. It was just something fun that they did. And Giants have said for Farming Simulator 25 that they didn't want to put anything in anywhere that was not going to be there.
Yep.
So I kind of want to break it down a little bit, talk about it, see if there's anything there.
I mean, I'm hoping they bring zombies back. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. What happened with the zombies in 22? It was like Josh was like, "Oh no."
For those who are new to Farm Sim, who have not been around since 19 and 17 and I don't know if it was before or not.
Yeah.
But on October 31st, if you played Farm Sim, every NPC character would walk around, arms out, and had like a bit of a stagger, and were zombies.
They had the same smile on their face, though.
They were all zombies, though. It was awesome. It was a fun little Easter egg.
Yep.
And then 22 came around, and zombies were gone. And I was super disappointed.
Yep. One thing you can do is change the date on your computer or your console to October 31st, and your game will still do it.
In 19, not 22, though.
In 19 and 17, yeah.
Was it 15? I don't remember if it was 15 or not.
I didn't play enough in 15 to know that.
I can't remember. Yeah. I don't know. Does anyone in chat remember if it was 15? Let us know. I actually made a short. If you go through my channel on the short side, I've got K-Bot being one of those zombies.
And I've got zombies as well. I was running them over with a combine harvester.
JT says 15 did not have zombies. There we go.
So 17 and 19 did. 22.
I think it was a great little Easter egg. I love the fact that Giants kind of pushed into some of the holiday stuff like that. I think they could do more with Christmas, with New Year's, with Easter, whatever. But do them all. It's fun. I love those little Easter eggs that I don't know if they take a lot of time. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Still very
this is kind of a cool. I had a little bit of a chuckle when this showed up. I mean, they're obviously showing off a little bit of the new fog system and like the light rays, the god rays.
Yes, please show us the fog even more.
I know. I did laugh when we did the preview event 2 weeks ago. Like when you first jumped into the Asian map, especially it was like 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 in the morning. The amount of fog that were in all my content, because that's like, oh, I'm gonna leave it on this for a bit. And then I got sucked into like the GPS system. I'm like, oh, I got to mess with this GPS. Like I spent like 45 minutes to an hour just in that. And I'm like, oh man, my whole video now is going to be like all fog all the time. Like, God, I'm so dumb.
That does explain why you had such a long GPS video.
And mine was pretty much the whole thing I did. That's all I messed with. I feel like sometimes. Kermit, I need more time. Next time we need like a 4-hour block just for me, please.
And meanwhile, I was taking breaks, going around, walking around, saying hey to people. Like, oh yeah, I've played this already.
Yeah, I had you on my face cam or whatever. I'm looking over at you, and you're like right beside me, sitting there talking to me the whole time. I'm like, oh yeah, DJ was chatting with me the whole time on this one. But I didn't even end up using that footage.
We got to put it up now. People want to see it.
Yeah, apparently.
I want to see it.
Anyways, pretty cool little Twitter X Easter egg. I'm good with this. To mama. Nice.
Hello to mama.
Nice.
All right, so play this for us. Let's look at it.
I'm looking at it.
Hit play.
There's no play on this. It's the Twitter post.
Crap. Go to the other one.
Do you have it up on yours? I don't know where it is. I just brought it up on Twitter. I don't have the link. I have to go to the. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can find it.
I can pull it up. You're fine.
Yeah. This is just the post on Twitter that they put out, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. So I wanted to show that off.
Oh wait, you only saw the Twitter post?
I saw parts of the other one. I don't remember what they said on it now off the top of my head. I saw the main Twitter post, and the video's is it on the blog? I can't remember now.
No, Present, share screen.
You have it?
It's all brand new. I'm learning how to do stuff again.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you. It was a short. That's right. I'm like, I know it was there somewhere.
All right. So.
I saw, because I saw it on, there we go. We don't have audio. That's the problem. No, you know what? I didn't see this part. I missed this. Was this posted this morning or yesterday morning? I mean,
yesterday. Yeah.
I missed this. I just saw. Unfortunately, we don't have the tunes for it. You can't hear it, right?
Super creepy. I need to turn that off.
You're not gonna hear it anyways.
Yeah. So yeah, it's neat. All right, so dude driving here. All right, what was that? Come on!
Can't see nothing.
What's
it say? DjGoHam license plate? I can't remember there.
No, definitely not. But like, that's an international, right? Like, here I can even. Like,
it could be. It very well could be the old international. Was it Scouts? No, what were they called?
Oh man, these are. So I don't know if you know about this, but Farming Simulator, they made sunglasses, and you can see all of the Easter eggs. And this one is as clear as day. That's an international truck, right?
I mean, it's it's possible.
It's weird. They both look exactly the same. This one's darker. I'm so dumb. That was a bad bit. If people say a Scout, like,
yeah, I think it could be a Scout. You're not wrong.
Come on.
I hope it'd be nice, right? Base game branded truck instead of a Lizard. I'm 100% game for it.
Travelette was the pickup truck. Okay.
Just looking through the Harvester Scout. The funny thing is, let's see if I can bring this full screen. Like this is called the, what is it? The Harvester Scout right here.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
the the grill kind of looks different.
this one's been, I mean, this one's obviously been, oh, get out of here. This
Put in
one's
your
obviously
email.
been
Come on.
edited, right?
Yeah. It's been high.
And that's not a truck. That's more of like your SUV, like the Bronco almost, right?
Yeah.
It could be.
Which,
It definitely could be.
you know, the new Broncos do look pretty sweet. All I'm saying is,
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
It makes sense. And then we finish watching. Okay, so this was another thing. Benny plus rice equals question.
Yeah.
No.
Did you go to the QR code? I did not go to the QR code.
I did, yeah. So if you scan the QR code, like I'm gonna do it right now. So you do that, and it goes to 10th anniversary at giants-software.com with the subject Benny plus rice equals question. And it has like the body of the text is already filled out for you. It says insert answer here. Sir, I don't know. I didn't read into it, so I just said like, "Hey, this is DJ. What are you doing?" but now I'm like 10th anniversary at giantsoftware.com. That's phenomenal. Except the 10th anniversary was in 2018. So what are you doing using an old email then? And why did you have that?
Rickroll.
Why did you have that email to begin with?
That would have been pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, but I doubt anybody that's looking at these is going to click on a link.
I mean, I've done it a few times. Let's be honest.
And what I'm gonna do? I need to go on the link shortener that I use, simfarm.ing/click me now.
Yeah, it's totally. That'd have been good.
Do it. Put it together.
Truck definitely looks like, you're right though. I there's a good chance. I don't think it could be a lizard, but like the Scout did not have any badging or decals up on the hood itself, so it's possible.
Yeah, I don't think that this is going to be an F-150 pickup. No, Giants, like if Ford was coming to the game, they would have added Ford to the game.
We would have heard about it by now. It wouldn't be a last minute addition. I think you're right.
I think like the pasture thing that came out last weekend on accident, then actually came out for real on Monday.
Yeah.
Like that was probably something that they would hold off and be like, we just want people to find this and it'll be really cool. But
maybe because Kermit did talk to us a bit about that last week. He's like, oh, there's a couple more things we haven't talked about, and we don't know if we're gonna have time to talk about it or not. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say, but this is kind of interesting for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, I had somebody sent me an email today, and they explained every single thing, and I went through it and looking, and I was like, this so much.
Your audio's gone a little bit fuzzy for me. I don't know if it went for everybody else or not, but there we go. Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, sweet.
So we'll see. I'm curious to see. Like I said, we haven't learned about any of the trucks other than what the little three-wheeled vehicle out of the Asian,
which is apparently Ape, not ape, or APE.
Ape, is that how you pronounce it? I said it was going to be
Ape.
Dude, I don't know.
It's Ape.
Oh, wow, that was loud.
Ape. Here, this thing. Crap.
You got it. Yeah, there we go. I called it the ape as well. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but it's apparently Ape.
Okay.
It
is gutless. It's terrible. I was like driving around like, oh, like I could put one bale. Oh, I mean 3 horsepower.
Yeah. They it says 3, and I know you're like, wow, that doesn't sound like a lot, and then you get in and you're like, 3 was generous.
I'm waiting for this to come out so that we can put get 82 Studios to put 1500 horsepower in this thing for us, and a 3-point hitch maybe on the back, and we'll have some real fun.
Liftable ape.
Liftable apre or ape? Now I'm confused.
See, this is what I. Yeah, it's ape. But like, you just spelled it out. It helps me. No, it doesn't help me at all. He's killing me.
Yeah, can we put a few more nays in this thing, and then we'll see if we can push it to the limits. And a 3-point hitch on the back too.
Yeah. While we're on here, there were a couple things that were added this week. For example, new company, Brandt.
Brandt, yeah, they're associated with John Deere.
Yep. So they are. Wow, I'm bad at this.
You are doing great over there.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I'm so good. It's like I shouldn't have done it at all.
Yeah. New roller
anyways,
and new low loader, right?
Yeah, the low loader, I believe, was that part of the fact sheets today?
I didn't look at the fact sheets.
I looked at them, but I'm
on
not
a candy
saying
hangover here. All right, give me a break.
I'm not saying it's been a few days since I've looked at the. They didn't even update the website for the fact sheets today. Those are last swings. Apple.
No fact sheets for you.
I've got them, just not on this computer.
Are they on the Discord?
They would be on the Discord, yeah.
I can look quickly.
While you do that, I'm going to let everybody know that today's stream is sponsored by G Portal. They will have stuff. I think they're FarmSim25 servers are pre-order right now, so you can go pick up one of those. You can use our links down below and grab whatever you need, which is phenomenal. Also, big shouty to our official, unofficial coffee sponsor, firstresponders.coffee.com.
You got to make sure you get the whole thing in right.
There's no S on the name, but I think it's in the logo, or on the logo, but in the link. Anyway, regardless, he doesn't actually pay us. He just bribes us with coffee. So it's fine with me. I like the bribe. It's fantastic. And also, if you want to pick up copies of the game, at least on my YouTube channel, I've got a link there. And not a sponsor of the podcast, but the channel, Origin PC. If you guys want to get an Origin PC, now is a good time to do that.
They did have in the fact sheets. I can't show it off. It's not letting me go share Discord for some reason. But they did have the beaver tail, the H550 beaver tail, the Brandt, along with the International Transtar 2 Eagle is both up and activated on the fact sheets. Not sure why they're not showing them. Let me show those off. Let me see if I try this one more way. Let's see here. Where do we have it? Share screen. Let's try and just do. Can I do? No, I can't do that. I can do this.
Oh, talking about the shirts. I forgot to change my shirt.
I see. We're still. I haven't changed it since the last time we did a video.
That was last Thursday.
There we go.
Yeah,
so it is active. There it is. That's just kind of cool.
Good.
I like it.
It's a good look. I mean, we've seen the truck, and we have seen the truck since the first gameplay trailer.
Yep.
But it's nice to see it again.
Yeah, also, I agree. It was good to see that in the fact sheets for sure. Not that I looked at the fact sheets on it today.
Right. There is one of us made a 15-minute video on the fact sheets. The other one didn't. You can figure that one out. There's one thing I did want to show you. Where's International at? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Wait, where was the I? Crap. Look at that.
I know, still coming soon. Could that be the Scout? Could that be the truck?
It could be, but there's also the Lizard one, which just put the name of the thing. Don't put the logo. I can't read.
There. Keep going up. Keep going up. 3 up. Nope. Left. Up. Right.
That's Massey Ferguson.
Up. Right.
So they've got the jacket shots. There's like one person watching it and be like, this is so frustrating.
I'm controlling DJ with my voice.
Yep. Anyway, so there's more coming in here as well. So I don't know what International is going to bring. Anything. There's also coming soon. So maybe it's something else. It's not Ford, I can tell you that. But hey, maybe it's something else.
You never know. There's a lot of brands to this, 400 pieces of equipment, over 400. It's like another 15-20% more than last last game, right? For base game equipment.
Was last game like 3 or 350?
It was over 300, I think, is what they advertised, right? Now we're over 4, so
now we're
25?
over 4. And I would suspect a lot more coming, not more, but like more of them coming in free updates and stuff.
Yeah, that was the other thing. There was some talk about that as well. We haven't heard anything, of course, about that. We'll wait till base game is released till we hear anything else. But I don't know. We have nothing new as far as huge updates, I guess. I mean, we saw the ground deformation trailer came out this week.
Yep, that was pretty cool. So the trailer came out on Tuesday, and then the blog came out yesterday. I found the trailer to be a little bit interesting. There was 1 or 2 times in the trailer while I was watching that I was like, "Hey, that's not the tire that made the pictures." Like the blog, everything in the blog was good, but the video was the trailer really made an impression. It kind of did. Have you watched the trailer?
Yes, I have. Okay. Just the 25-second trailer, right?
Yeah. That thing. So
make sure it comes up right.
I was gonna say let's.
I just want to make sure it comes up right in screen here. Let me see if I can go full screen.
You didn't want to make sure it didn't go to your OnlyFans.
Listen, you only go to that once.
Yeah, and then you're like, "Whoa, no."
That was a mistake.
If only we could tell people what it was called.
How do you feel about the 25-second little things they're doing? Like, this is interesting.
So that's cool. That's neat, right?
I love that shot, by the way, right here. That's a great shot.
Those are not lined up, and I don't like that. That doesn't look good. You should not have zoomed in on it.
I'm not zoomed in.
No, not you.
Oh, they should. Okay.
Yeah, I was talking to Shots. Yeah, it's like there's some, and then the tracks. You don't see the tracks ever driving on the thing. It's always the 9R. So, like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
It's neat, and I know that we'll be playing the game in less than a week and a half anyway.
You're saying it's not lined up? Sorry, what this scene here?
Yeah, pause it.
No, you're getting the tracks like right here, and then the other side's right here. It's just it's different angles, so I think you're okay.
Yeah.
Right, and this one here is lined up on so the tracks on this side. It's just the angle you're looking at, GoHam. That's all. I think it's okay.
Okay, I'll let it slide, but this one.
I don't know. I'm okay with it. It's not terrible. I think it's fine.
Yeah. Now
this is pretty pronounced.
Yeah. Explain this one to me. So that looks like a single track. Then keep following it, and it feels like it turns into 2.
I think it's just the angle you're looking at. I think your eyes are deceiving you.
I don't like the angle.
Like this here, yeah, I see what you mean. Like this here looks like a track, and then this looks like a track. But this is like maybe this one's the tractor, and then this one would be the tractor. This one would be the trailer.
Yep, but they didn't have a trailer in any of the shots. Why would they put a trailer in one to make it do the thing?
Well, what's this? Hang on a sec. Well, what's this right here then?
I don't know.
That's a trailer. I think that's different. The Brandt, right? That's the.
It is.
Is it J&M or Brandt?
It is. Stop making sense. I don't like this. I had personal opinions. Now you're debunking them, and I don't know what else to complain.
Listen, you stick over to what equipment's actually in the game, and we'll worry about how they actually work with me.
Fair. All right.
J&M Grand Card. It's a J&M. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I think it's okay. And that wheel's obviously a little bit thicker. I think it looks good. I'm happy. I mean, you've seen the ground deformations in real life, in real time, not real life, but real time in game.
I was about to say, I do not mow my yard right after it rains. All right.
Yeah. I'm not the only one that thinks they turn left, and then there we go. See, people are understanding.
We're making another left turn.
Another left. I'm extremely happy. I've said this from day one. There was 3 things that I wanted to see Giants implement into Farmstead 25, right? GPS for console players, some kind of a GPS mode, and I think that looks like that's kind of the thing. Let's talk about that in a second. More environmental effects, whether it be, I mean, we got tornadoes. I mean, they kind of went crazy. I was not expecting it to be that much, but listen, I'll take it. And then third off was like terrain deformation. I think we could have moved a little bit from tornadoes and put more into ground deformation, but hey, you know what? I'll take what I can get right now.
Yeah, like I'm happy with everything.
Yeah,
let's not get that out of the way. I'm happy, but what I saw, my perception of that was wrong.
Your perception was off. It's you. It's not me. It's you.
Yeah, So,
You've heard that before?
but it would not, a couple times last week. You got to hold your head to the left. It's a 2D image with like a million pictures lined up one after another.
Just turn it to the head a little bit to the left.
I had to take a leave before this because my neck hurts today, and I'm not moving. Like, this is what you get right here.
Anyways, I'm super excited for the like those big three for me. I know I see Omatana in here talking about baby animals, of course, is a big thing as well for a lot of people. I mean, it feels like animals in general, livestock are kind of the thing that kind of gets forgotten a little bit in the farm sim world to me. I don't know. Do you agree with that?
So I think if people had this, like the multiple stages of animals, looks like we have 3 stages of each animal, with the exception of bees, which I think have 2. It would be nice to be able to feed them some different stuff.
Yeah.
That would be cool. But we don't have anything else to feed them. And we know all of the crops that are coming to the game. 25 crops for FS25. They've confirmed every single crop.
Yep.
And none of them are new forage type.
No, you're right. You're not wrong.
Lawrence killing me, man. Killing me. Absolutely.
Do you want to read that out? Really good.
Super chat test. Just curious, Big Mike, could you please tell me the name of the song that you use at the end of your dynamic pastures confirmed for FS25? Cheers. I think I used a hip hop song for that video because I wanted to get people's attention. And so I found a new video and I actually enjoyed it so much that I've used it for another video coming out this weekend. Animal pastures. Let's see.
A little epidemic. It's nice to have that.
So the end is the same song that I play all the time. And no, I have no idea.
Yeah, I didn't think so. On the note of feeding different things, though, this is a good point. As Kerminator's been telling us, right? You can technically feed them different stuff with the dynamic pastures, right? You got meadow grass now.
Meadow grass isn't a fill type, though. It's just grass.
But they eat them. At least it's something they eat. And we don't have to worry about it as much.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. But if they're in that pasture, do they still produce milk? Are you still producing manure and slurry? Do they need water? Like, do they pay rent? How does this work?
Do they pay rent?
Last weekend I was like, oh, this is so cool. Oh, get out of here. Go away, farmer cop.
The one thing I still haven't got an answer from, and maybe somebody in the chat might be willing to spill the beans on this. Not the actual beans in game. What about curing, like field curing? Do we still have to ted grass to get hay, or will it cure in the field? We just leave it there and it'll turn into hay? Is that a thing? Can someone tell me if that's a thing or not? Can we get Seasons 19 features brought into Farm Sim, or is that something we're still going to be waiting on?
Do you want me to give you a dose of reality real quick?
Yeah, fire away. Give me reality. Give me your reality.
All right. So it turns out the cows do not pay rent. Sorry. Farming Simulator 19 and 17 had Seasons. If you don't know the story of Seasons was submitted and the mod contest for Farming Simulator 17. It won the mod contest. Best mod. Which meant
fantastic features. It was great.
So good. This is the most ridiculous mod ever. So because it won best mod, or the mod contest, they were able to get it onto all platforms, which was the same reason that we got the Potato DLC back at Farming Simulator 19, though they won a mod contest in a different year and had nothing to do with potatoes. It was just different. Nobody liked it. I'm so sorry, Pepe. I love you, bro. He actually got his Discord hacked last weekend. Poor guy. Yeah, he sent me a message. He's like, hey, man, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's cool. It's cool. Excited to see what you do in 25, man. Anyway, so they made Seasons for Farm Sim 19. Then they made Seasons for Farm Sim or 17. Then they did it for 19 as well.
Yep.
By the time it was being made for 19, I do believe the person who made it, which I don't know if their name is something or another, they were working at Giant Software and implemented Seasons into Farming Simulator 22. And in 2022, after the game had come out, not long after, they quit. or left. I don't know how it worked, but they didn't work at Giant Software anymore. So the seasons that we had at Farming Simulator 22 was not really seasons from 19 or 17, but it was made by the same person and adapted so everybody could have it, whether you liked it or not. And then after that, we don't know what's going to happen.
We have an idea, like to some degree. Like there's still like seasonal cycles, right? That's what it wasn't seasons anymore in 22. It was seasonal cycles, and we obviously have. I mean, we're looking at ground deformation. Obviously, if we look at this, we're seeing there are seasonal cycles to some degree.
Yeah. Anyway, that I don't know if that answered your question or not.
It kind of did, but I'm just waiting for. I just hope that we get. Like, I don't want to have to ted grass to get hay. Like,
yeah. That's what I was getting at. You could mow grass and then not have ted it, and it would just dry in the field.
You give it a month in game or whatever it might be, and it would turn into hay for you. I love that feature. That's realistic because a lot of people, especially in North America, I don't know about Europe so much, but in North America, just leave it out to cure in the fields, right? Anyways, please bring that back. That's all.
There you go.
You don't always have to ted grass in real life. Not always.
Nope.
Not always.
Nope. I'm mow it once every few weeks, and it's still
there. You go. Anyways, I like being. I know I'm being nitpicky. I personally would love to see like moisture content put into crops, right? Like that's we talked about this in a live stream just recently, right? Like just be able to go in and be like, okay, you know what? The fields are at 12% moisture right now. If I wait till this afternoon, it's going to be down to 10. It's a better yield. I better wait till it's down to 10. Oh, but wait, it's going to rain this afternoon. Do I want to wait for it to? Do I risk it and pull it off at 12%? Or do I do it right? Do I do it right now? Just get the 12% off, or do I wait this afternoon and maybe get it off? It was a better moisture content, but it's going to rain. I want that. I want that dilemma in Farm Sim. I want that to happen.
As you were talking about that, I'm just thinking, I'm like, I'd be the one to use that mod if something like it came out, but I would take the grain dryer and modify the accept grass and then kick out dry grass.
Anyways, this is stuff that's going through my head, at least. I know that's definitely more of an advanced side of farming potentially. I guess it's no longer entry level. I guess it's not like what doesn't hold your hand as much into Farm Sim, but I mean, I think it'll elevate the game. I don't know. We'll see.
It's fair. We do have some modders in here that would be capable, so hopefully you've given a couple people ideas.
Vortex says hard pass in the moisture. Don't care that much. Hey, fair enough. Like I said, make it so it's an option, right? Like the simulation side of Farm Sim. I want to be able to elevate that a little bit more and bring out the game side, and people can play how they want to play. I'm game with that still, but give us some more options, please. That's all.
And I'm the same way. I like the comment of let people play they want to play. I want to drive fast.
And once again, BC Bueller did make his self-propelled swathers, so it would automatically ted the grass for us, right? And like it would come out as grass instead of like you'd mow it down, it would come out as grass with that one mod, which we were using actually on the last stream. I'm just saying, like that's great, but make it more so it's an element of environmental effects instead of automatically being tedded from a piece of equipment. That's all.
And meanwhile, I'm like, J-Turk made me one, and it was the base game windrower, and it turns it into hay too, and windrows it. You're like, that's not what we're talking about right now.
Oh, look, I can cut this grass down. It turns it into straw for me. How did that happen?
Don't get me started with Farming Simulator 19. When I told A-Dub, I was like, I want a combine harvester that harvests grass, puts the grass in the bag, and kicks out hay out the bag. And he did it. That was pretty cool. FS25 Pro. Ooh, that's a good idea.
I like that idea.
I like that idea too. Maybe
the K-Sims edition. Give me that.
Yeah, like comes out 6 months later, but like is better. That's kind of cool.
It's better. Doesn't have to be better. More features? I don't know.
That's better.
Is that necessarily better?
I don't know. Sometimes less features is better. Yep.
Precision farming. I know there's a question in the chat about precision farming.
Giants have said if John Deere wants to partner up and do it again, I guess they could, but it's a John Deere project, not so much Giants.
We've had precision farming in 19 as well, though, right? Right near
John
the end.
Deere, but John Deere got the pocketbook out and signed some more checks to make that happen. So that would have to happen again. Now I'm cool with it, but it would just have to happen again.
Yeah, it was a John Deere corporation wide implement that was pushed in, right? We got the sprayer, and then of course the mod itself that changed everything.
Yeah.
Love it. I'm a fan. Please do it. Please do it again. I mean, I use it pretty exclusively, to be honest with you guys. So I would love to see it. I think there was plans for them to update it as well. Like it was supposed to be, like I from what I remember, I thought there was talk that were like, oh, this is the base, but we're going to be making this better as time goes on. I don't think we got any updates to it, did we?
That was the goal for Farming Simulator 19. Like it was a really big deal. It was like an ongoing kind of project. Yeah. But yeah, no, we never got anything like that unless we misunderstood the goal. And the goal was not just having it in the game, but the game was a part of the tool.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know. That was the thing. I remember that being spoke about exclusively when the release of Precision Farming came out. But I also remember there's some talk about the workers in 22 being upgraded as time went on as well. And I don't think they ever got better.
Yeah, it's just taken 3 years. That's all.
The upgrade is the new game. That's the update to it.
Hey, I mean, there's probably somebody looking going, oh, it's Xbox One and PS4. Oh, that's the problem. Throw them out.
I do have a question for you. And I see Mr. Marcel's in the chat here as well as Kermit was in here. Have you had a chance to mess with sorghum at all in Farm Sim 25?
No, I haven't even messed with it.
No, because I know there was talk, and I know Kermit actually talked about this, like the way you harvest sorghum is different than some of the other crops because it's a little higher, right? You just take the tops of it off, right down. But the crop destruction after harvesting sorghum in 22 is kind of terrible.
Okay.
Right, you harvest the sorghum, you're still left with a fairly high stalk that's left up, but there's no crop destruction on that stalk afterwards, and it makes it so I don't use sorghum because I think it looks terrible when you harvest it because it doesn't get there's no tire tracks. The field looks dumb, is my personal opinion. I know it's kind of harsh. I'm just hoping that that's changed in 25, even though I have a funny feeling it might not be. It looks like it wasn't harvested Prestige does. Again, right? Like that's something I haven't seen crop destruction on after the fact, and I know it's a different state, so that's one of the only crops you have to go back and be like, oh well, it needs to have crop destruction now. Cotton did that as well. I didn't harvest enough cotton to notice it. I'm just hoping that happens now.
We got tired of it in Farming Simulator 19 because after one of those updates, it just stopped working.
So I'm really hoping that sorghum, cotton, once again, that like the crop destruction we see in the state afterwards, I'm really hoping that happens because of the new the terrain deformation. Really hope that happens. Always mulch your fields in sorghum. Well, there we go. See, that's the thing. But right when you harvest it, you should technically see tracks through it where the combine went through, right? Like there should be deformations now. Hopefully it wrecks the stalks at least and pushes them down and makes it look more realistic. It doesn't
that is interesting. Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of crop destruction when it comes to fields or anything that has stuff already on it. Yeah. I've messed around a little bit, but I didn't have the right equipment to really do some damage to those that soil, and maybe the type of soil, whether it's planted or this or that, ready to harvest. Maybe that soil acts differently. Also, XR Renegades up in that Twitch chat. What up, dude?
Hey, buddy. How you doing, Renegade? That was the interesting thing. Like during the preview event, we didn't have crop destruction on.
Yeah.
Right. That wasn't a setting we could adjust. It was set to off the whole game for some different reasons. I think because the AI workers sometimes were a little crazy at times. But the first thing that I think you told me about this is like, go check out the wet rice paddy once like you're filling or emptying, and go mess with the mud system in that.
That was, I can't remember who told me that, but somebody sent me, I think it was an inside source of some sort, said, make sure you check this out. And then I went to do it and I couldn't flood the fields or unflood them.
Oh no, I did it. No, it was good.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I messed with it. And if you check my video, there is a portion where I managed to find one of the crops that was not planted yet. And as long as the crop was not planted, you can mess with the flooding and not flooding, basically. Ooh. It takes time, right? You have to advance time or slow down time because it's not instant. So that's kind of a nice feature, actually, right? You can advance it and empty a field out, and then you get like this. If it's in a mid state, the mud feature looks pretty cool. And then as soon as it gets down to 0%, it just shows to like a dried field almost, right? But you still have your tracks in there if you just did it. It looked pretty cool. That was neat. I tried to mess with it more, and I tried to get it so it was like a deeper rutted system, and no luck.
Yeah, so I think this screenshot right here is kind of what you're talking about, I'm guessing.
Yep, that would be close. I even went a little bit further than that, so there was less water in the field, and I took like, I can't remember what vehicle it was, one of the small tractors, and I was just doing donuts in the middle of the field, basically trying to rut it all out, messing with it. It was fun. It was good.
Did you ever notice that if the crop destruction, or not crop, the ground deformation, is it like tire tracks where you have so many and then they just disappear after a time?
I never got to that point where I was able to make them disappear.
Yeah, I never did either.
I've been told, that was my understanding, that's what it would do. But you gonna be okay over there, Yanni Mickey Yonerson? I have not got to that point yet. I did not get to a point where the tracks disappeared on me, so I have no idea how far you have to drive before everything kind of flattens back out again. I don't know.
Yep. Oh, we'll find out hopefully soon. We'll do all kinds of testing. I don't know if you've seen the my eyes are so red. Have you seen the poster that we got from the event? Yeah. Woo! It is absolutely epic. I've got mine on the floor over here trying to flatten it out. It looks so good. It's such a weird, it's a 24 by 45, and I want to frame it, but the frames are like $115. They're so expensive.
I don't know what I'm with mine yet. I haven't decided. I might put it on a wall right here, or it might actually take that spot right there. We'll see.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to frame it, but I also don't have anywhere to put it. And I don't do like art. So I remember all of the stuff that I had framed for the collector's editions in 22, where I took all the posters,
map posters and stuff, right?
I still have them framed in there, but they're in a closet. Like they're in the closet right next to my like tenor drum practice pad, the quad pad.
Yeah.
Don't use either one.
Yeah, because that came with the collector's edition, right? You got posters with all the different the maps, and there was like a crop type on the back side of it, so it was like a massive poster that would show every icon and list what the icon was on the map or on the poster itself.
I was gonna say I can go get them. Yeah, I actually used for some of my Farm Sim 20 for some of my 25 videos, I had to look, so some of the icons have changed just a little bit, and I'm like, what icon is that? Is that orange or is that silage or TMR?
Well, by the way, it's going to be once again the same thing is going to happen.
Yeah, Marcel, can we please get the logos for Forage and TMR and make them even more different? Because one of them's got like a star and the other one's doesn't. And I don't know which one's which.
Or the same. Just make them exactly the same.
I understand it's a me problem and not a we problem. But I want it.
They were somewhat similar, I have to agree. Actually, hang on a second. Wait. What is this? I'm just looking at the John Deere S7 that was shown in the fact sheets today.
Oh, yeah. Also, I apologize. I'm really not trying to yawn, but about this time of day, I do. May I suggest glasses?
Oh, that's canola. Never mind.
I paid for my eyes.
The wheat and barley too similar to Tony's saying. I don't know. We'll see. I think they were different enough, right? You had the lines going into the barley, right?
These are super different because whichever one's first is wheat, and the second one's barley.
Is this canola we're harvesting right now? No, I'm trying to figure out what this harvesting right now.
Looks like canola, yeah.
Might be canola.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at the back tire. I don't see a lot of definition in ground deformation there. I try and zoom in.
I will say the sorghum looks like a really dark carrot, like that's been deep fried that you would get at a fair.
I do like. You notice that there?
Man, I'm yawning.
We got. Was that peas?
Soybeans. Soybeans.
That beans?
Soybeans.
Is it soybeans? Okay, I changed a little bit, right?
Peas and beans won't be on here because they're not harvested with the regular combine.
I thought we could. with some of them. I thought Peasler was a header we could do with some of them. No, there was.
Ooh, thanks for saying something. Yeah, keep them busy.
Do you want me to?
Not doing good enough. Keep going.
No, I'm looking at DJ's head right now.
I'm already bored. You are so bad at this.
This is awkward.
Right, something happened today. I gotta find the brand. There is a multi-header. I don't remember the brand name.
You're doing great.
I'm going through them all. I'm like, nope.
I know there was some headers that could do both, right? That's all.
So there is a header that is referred to as a multi-header.
Yeah.
What was it from? Anybody? DJ, go to bed. Man, I tell you what, I need to watch it after the stream. I'll be like, la la la. It's not under Schwarzmuller, no.
It was red, Tommy said. I don't remember.
It was red, and it looked like a corn header. One was a corn header, and the other one was a multi-header.
Where did you see this?
A G-Brett. Was it Gessner? No.
It wasn't Capello, right?
No. Gerval, Grammy. Geringhoff? Oh, it's Geringhoff. It was a G. 2 points.
JT won.
Let me show you this, because I'm going to show you this, and you're going to be like, OMG, this changes everything.
Does it really, though?
No.
Okay. It changes something, though.
Yeah. Oh, it's not multi-header. It's worse. All right, look at this. This isn't it, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, that's a corn header. Got it. Special header.
Yeah. I must be a podcast host. I don't know. What is this? What's a special header?
I don't know. I don't know what special header. What does that mean?
I don't know. It seems inappropriate in Farming Simulator.
Yeah.
So what? Tell me.
Yeah.
Marcel wants to be super. He said there's a few special headers. Oh. That's the only one I found.
Is that the only special header listed so far like that? Is there anything else? I don't think so.
I don't know. It's the only one I saw.
Wow, you are done today.
Bruh.
It's like
I'm very done. Even though I'm not going to go to bed till night, till like 10. So it might be for sunflowers. Bruh, all the corn headers could do sunflowers. They always have been able to. There's nothing special about that. Why is this so special? What have you done, Milo?
I don't know. I'm hoping.
Sorghum header. Rockfalsk. Awesome name, by the way.
Yeah, I think we've established that much. But what does this header do, Kermit?
Yeah, and what
Marcel Kermit? Why are you gatekeeping right now?
Yeah, open the gate. I don't
open the gate.
I don't know what gatekeeping is.
We're knocking.
Oh,
I get it. Gate. Oh, you had it right. You didn't have to go there. GoHam.
No. KGB. KGB who? KGB waits for no one. It's true. It's an office joke for you guys. I don't know. Beat it out of him. Give it up, Milo. I don't. And why is it a 1630? What's that got to do with anything? You didn't have to bring numbers into this.
Boy.
1630. That doesn't even make sense. Unless that's 16.30 feet. I'm making a big deal out of nothing. I'm
sorry, guys. That was going off in tangents.
16.3 meters? Nope.
Oh, that's a decent one. A grain sorghum header. There you go. So it could just do sorghum, but it looks corn. Like it does sunflower. I'm so confused. So confused. All
right, fair enough. Oh my. All right.
I feel like they don't want to tell us anything about this for some reason. Yeah. I don't know.
We're so close. Just tell us. All right. Tell us all the stuff so I don't have to play the game to know everything.
It's going to be, once again, it's just like the preview event. It's like, go have fun and figure out everything on your own. Good luck.
Yeah.
What does this do? What does this piece of equipment do? I'm going to drive in circles in the mud for 15 minutes and waste all my time.
I felt like that's what I was doing when I recorded at PAX. And I saw that FSG released a video, like a longer, it felt, video and on crop destruction. He had a lot of views, by the way. Good job, buddy. It's awesome. But I remember watching it, or not watching, but looking at the thumbnail, being like, I bet he drove in circles for at least 15 minutes, just going, well, still making ruts.
That's what this guy did.
Yeah. It's all good, Peter. We were too.
Not much else to talk about as far as anything else, though, right? We've got fact sheets today we talked about briefly.
Yeah, you say that, but I got called out for doing a 16 or 20-minute video on like something really short the other day.
That sounds about right for you.
Yeah. Somebody's like, are you just making a video to get more views? I'm like, well, no, but this is my job.
That's
kind of, I do make farm sim videos.
Kind of my thing. Dude.
Yeah. I do want to find it though. It did crack me up. Oh yeah, the Hutan Pantai. It wasn't even a good video. It was 13,000 views. It's 15 minutes long. Speaking of 15 minutes long, I got a video coming out tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Because you must have, because you commented on it and defamed me, but I let it slide and also pinned it because it was funny.
Why?
It's an 11-hour, 59-minute, and 36-second video. It is the first supercut that I have modified the contents. Usually it's just you throw everything in and then boom, it's supercut. It was 14 and a half hours of content that I had to bring under 12 hours.
Are you gonna tell people that you put like an extra scene? There's hidden scenes. I don't know where they are. You're gonna have to watch the whole thing to find the hidden scenes.
Yeah, the hidden scenes were deleted and thrown into the trash bin on my Mac like a week ago.
You sure you don't want to try and get people to watch the whole 12-hour thing? Just be like, just figure out whoever types in the comments who had found the hidden scene wins.
I'll be honest with you, like people love to watch my videos, and I'm so thankful, and that's why I make them. But I don't think anybody cares.
I love how you had to contact YouTube to find out what's the longest video that they'll allow you to place.
I had to contact my creator support and my YouTube partner manager, and I got 2 different answers. Turns out the second one was the right answer. And they were both right, technically.
Well, yeah. That's a thing. Don't worry, Chad. We're not putting any 12-hour videos out. It's okay.
First to finish this video gets $100. No. Although I am doing a giveaway. I'll be doing a giveaway next week. I got to put it together. I had somebody donated a very significant portion of money. So thank you very much for that. Nice. Enough to we'll be able to do at least 1 or 2 giveaways. So that's very cool.
5 giveaways on our last stream like 2-3 days ago.
Yep.
We've got another one planned coming up right away here, and we'll see when we get it out. But
very cool.
Come join the live stream if you guys want to win a PC copy of Farm Sim 25.
I also got to get a hold of Hori because they had suggested to me over the summer that they'd be interested in doing a giveaway for one of their farming control systems.
That's not bad.
Yeah, $400 for free.
That's not bad at all. It's decent. I really like the joystick. That's for sure.
It's a very cool setup.
Yeah.
I like the wheel because Farming Simulator doesn't have force feedback, and so the wheel just kind of
does.
Kind of is no.
You can kind of get some.
It sounds like you're trying to convince me, not tell me.
It kind of there. I've kind of had it working once or twice.
You've been playing this game for 3 years.
Only have 4,000 hours in. Kind of had it working every once in a while. 25 will be different, maybe.
I hope so. We'll see.
Yeah. Time will tell. We'll see.
That'd be nice.
So Farm Sim next week we'll have the hopefully preview events potentially if we do it. If not,
if history repeats itself.
What's that?
If history repeats itself, yes.
Yeah. We'll see. I have no idea. Time will tell.
Yes. It was a fun week though.
Yeah, I'm excited for this week. This week is where things start to go crazy in the Farm Sim world. So if you haven't got your pre-order for Farm Sim 25, DJ, what do you get when you pre-order Farm Sim 25? There is something special still, right?
Oh man, well I guess it depends on where you get it. However, all pre-orders get the MacDon pack. In the MacDom pack, I believe it's
Go in here.
5 items, if I remember correctly. You get the 12 or something, the machine.
Yep.
You get 2 headers. You get the MacDon header itself, and you get the swathing head. You also get a mower, and I think that's it. Is there something else? So what did I miss?
I can't remember. I'm looking it up right now, and I can't find it.
Will there be a G Portal special at FS25 servers? Well, I don't know a whole lot about what's going on at G Portal right now because my entire world got flipped upside down a couple weeks ago. So I need to have a communication with Kevin to find out what's going on because my contact is not there no more. And if that's news, oops.
I have no idea if there's any special things going on with G Portal. I know they're planning on advertising stuff. I know they're excited for Farmstone 25 to come out. They're obviously supporting Farmstone 25 on launch with servers. So of course, if you're looking for a server, you can find them down in the links down in the description. Get 10% off on a server, of course, for launch day. But as far as anything else goes with G Portal, I don't know if there are any other specials.
Yeah, not sure if you'll see that now on down the road. I'm sure you'll see plenty of sales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They always push those pretty hard. So
yeah, exactly.
What else? What else is going on? What else? All right, let me ask you this. So out of everything that you have found out, heard about Farming Simulator, there had to be one thing when you heard about it, you're like, all right, that's pretty cool. That really stood out to you. One feature, one piece of equipment, or something about Farm Sim 25 that when you heard it, that it was going to be part of the game, you said, "That's awesome. I want that."
Okay. We talked already about the 3 things I wanted right off the bat, right?
Right.
Like GPS, I was super excited to hear that everyone's getting some kind of a GPS now. But they've kind of reworked the AI workers to work a little bit more realistically. I was excited for it for sure. I was super excited for ground deformation. I don't know what both of those things I kind of expected it. The tornado thing kind of threw me completely off guard. Like the weather effects. And I don't know 100%. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be like, once it gets in game, be like, this is awesome. I love this feature. I don't even know if that's going to be a thing or not. Or it's going to be like, I see it once or twice. I'm like, okay, that was cool. But now let's not worry about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just think that one thing was like, what does this lead to? I try to look forward a little bit and be like, yeah, well, there you go. Not announced yet. Exactly.
Mr. Marcel works at Giant Software. If anybody's curious, he's in QA. If you ever see a mod and you're like, wow, mods are awesome, he's in charge of that.
Like if I look back even at Farmstone 22, like the fact that we had 3D tracks put into Farmstone 22, like 3D everything, right? 3D tires, 3D tracks.
Which after
you look now at ground deformation,
yeah.
Like was that the prequel to ground deformation? So where does that lead? Now look at this. We have weather effects.
Yeah.
What does that lead to going forward for not only, of course, the modding community, but also
digging?
Maybe. I hope so. But right, these are all things we look forward to going forward. So I think the tornadoes and the hail, like that kind of pushed the envelope a little bit for me. So I'm super excited to see it. But I'm looking forward to like, okay, what can modders now do to have crop destruction and other things potentially, or what a future game is going to be involved? How else we're going to interact in Farm Sim? I like that. I think it's really cool. It caught me off guard completely.
Yeah, I mirror your statements with GPS and with ground deformation.
Yeah,
ground deformation is much more than I was expecting.
Okay.
GPS is through the moon more than I was expecting, or even what we had. It was pretty simple at PAX.
Okay.
But you press and hold the B button on your controller and it
get the menu
switches between the two. Now I'm a little bit curious because there's a lot of people that will harvest a little bit or do a little bit of field work and then hire a worker.
Yeah.
I assume when you hire a worker now, it's going to behave the way that it would have.
Yeah.
But
I talked about this.
Yeah. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. That's going to be one of the first things I check out. However, I'm really excited that I may not have to do any of that. I'll just go to the field and go click.
As a content creator, like I talked about this in stream the other day, my problem was with the way it's set up right now. At least it seemed like it's like you start going down a path, you start recording some content that you want to record. It's like, okay, I'm just get the worker to finish off this field for me now. Yep. You hire the worker, and all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, okay, we're gonna do this field. I'm gonna go over here and do it though. I'm not gonna do what you're doing. I'm gonna go over and start the way I want to do it. And it's like, hey, jerk store, can you just do the field the way I planned to do it instead of going way the heck over in the middle of the field and starting working on it?
Yeah,
come on, man. You're killing me.
Helper B has done their own thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's A-Bot's jumped in the tractor and it's like, no, you're stupid. I'm gonna do the field the way I want to do it. You're not doing it right.
Yeah, there was one field that I was next to, and I remember hiring getting to a point and hiring the worker, and he went to the other side of the field and then started. I was like, that's not what I meant.
That's what I had. That same thing. And like he started in the middle of the field on me. I'm like, hey man, what are you doing? Why are you going over there? I did a nice crisp line for you. Just all you had to do was keep on doing what I was doing. Anyways,
so
we'll see. I need to mess. I feel like I didn't get enough time to mess with the GPS. And I know, I think even Kermit was telling us, he's like, it's been updated even from, because the game, the version we were playing with was still kind of like 3 or 4 versions behind even what they currently had done.
Yeah,
fair enough. I get it.
There was someone at John's, even after my PAX video, that mentioned, he said, if you like it now, wait till you see the way it actually looks right now.
Yeah. So I know I've told this story in the past, like this time for Farm Sim 22, the week before, like I really were talking with Chalky about this, or he was in a live stream. That's what it was. He was in a live stream showing off Farm Sim 22. And it's like all of a sudden somebody saw some deer running through the fields. And they're like, wait, is there deer in game? He's like, oh, we're not sure if this is going to be still in game. We're still working on this. You might see it, you might not, but there it is. That's a thing. It's like...
Well, you can't move when you're on the ferry, so
yeah, it locks you on the ferry. Yeah. I tried.
So somebody release a mod that is ferry mover or something. That'd be a weird name. Move on ferry. There's no way to make this a good. Just make it a German word, so it's like all the words in one. Like DjGoHam. That's all in one. You can now move on the ferry. Well, crap. Come on, quit taking all the fun videos that I used to make. Like do you remember? All right, I remember at the beginning of Farm Sim, when we have multiplayer.
Yep.
I'd always make the video where if you go into multiplayer, you have a bunch of farms and you max, you get your loan or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or not max up, but you activate the multiplayer, and then you go into single player, save the game, and then the single player has all the money from all the farms.
Yep.
And then if you want multiple houses, that's how you do it too.
Yeah.
And then I released a video on it, and Marcel, I got an itchy nose on the inside. It's not a bugger; it just itches on the inside. Don't clip that. Great. But he sent me a message. He's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we fixed that in the last update. So now you can have as many houses as you want." I'm like, stop it. Stop. I like my workarounds.
That was the biggest thing. And was it 19? That was how you cheated money in on console, right?
Yep.
At the start, especially before the government subsidies and everything came out.
Golf cart jockey and Farmer Men, one of their moderators found that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping easy dev controls of some sort is available in your launch. Please.
Happens quickly.
Please.
Feel free to tell me all the workarounds you got.
Marcel, if you can just, you could send us like easy dev control, like a mod of some sort of that today, that'd be great.
I will trade you one thing that I know that I don't think you do for one extra day of preview.
Yeah, there we go.
I wonder if I've got enough stuff that I think I know that they don't.
Are you just going to send a picture of your feet again? Is that what you're going to do to get that, or what?
Well, it works on the other website, so. Gross.
You know what? This is actually a great point right here.
That
we have not seen a single thing about the build mode.
Put it back in 19. The way it was in 19. You had it right. And then I don't know what 22 was.
What's wrong? What part of the build mode in 19 did you like over 22?
Ramps. And I know they were like, oh, there's a ramp thing. I never built a successful ramp inside of my nose.
I like the ramp. I think it could be advanced a little bit, so you could actually like maybe square off and be like, okay, this is the square of the road I want to make, or make it so it's bigger.
And then the smoothing thing too. It's like, just put it back.
I liked it. I liked it in 22.
19 was right. 17 didn't have it. 19 had it. 22 got it wrong. Just put it
I don't
back.
agree with you. I think you just are terrible at editing stuff.
I used to be so good.
No, you
and
were
then
never
22
good.
came out, and
You're just, you know what? You beat me in that one terrain editing challenge because somebody decided to make a motocross ramp instead of a farm.
Yeah,
that
but
happened
we didn't
once.
have motocross up. We raced horses on it. We ramped
Totally did.
horses.
We totally ramped horses. That doesn't sound good when you say it that way. But we definitely made some kind of a track, or I made a track because you made a farm, and I had some. Did I have windmills or like telephone poles and stuff? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna mess with all this stuff since my. And you won, so fair enough. But I think the build tool in 22 is much better, in my opinion.
See, but it's not though. I like it in 19 way better.
Yeah. I know. I think you're wrong. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong, DJ. It's okay. You can admit you're wrong.
No, I got it. Here's the way for everybody to be happy. All right. So you know how they changed the way that the crane arms worked in Farm Sim 19?
Yeah.
And so they were like, oh yeah, we added an easy crane option if you like the way that it used to be. And it's just a toggle. And you could just put it and be like, did you like the way build mode was in 22 or 19? And like make the default 22. I don't care. Everybody could be wrong. And then I'm just gonna go and click it over, move it to I like 19 better, and I'm be so much better.
Maybe they'll just make it so it's even better than both, and we don't even know yet. They haven't showed anything about it off yet.
There's no way to make it better, only worse, or change it back to the way it was, which was better.
Oh, it's okay. You can admit you're wrong later. It's fine.
Later? I didn't like the way you said it like that. Don't say it like that. What later? When we get off of here, I'm gone until Tuesday morning. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going anywhere. I'm vacationing in my own home for 3 days. It's
a tough life, you guys. It's a tough life.
I don't have anywhere to go.
You can
I don't want to leave.
Coach some hockey with me. We can get on the ice with you. Okay, try some skates. Can you skate?
Can I skate? Dog, have you seen me walk? Like I'm just figuring that out.
Come on to the ice. It'll be fun times.
So
you could play goal.
Oh yeah. Please hit me with the puck.
Be like Mighty Ducks, eh? Just strapped to the post. Bunch of 10-year-olds taking slap shots at you. It'll be great. Yeah, I think I'm just surprised we haven't seen anything on terraforming yet, on the whole tool yet. I'm curious on. I don't think there's much. I don't think there's any big upgrades if we haven't seen anything yet.
That's what I was gonna say. I think if there's something like, well, we haven't heard about this, we haven't seen this, nobody's shown this off yet. If that's the case, I'm going to assume that feature or that thing either hasn't changed or isn't coming back. If it was a staple feature, it's probably coming back.
Yeah,
but it may not be changed. If it was a piece of equipment and you haven't seen it, you never know.
Yeah. Like I said, I still think, that would be great. I'm curious if the pasture thing was the one thing that Kermit was talking about last week that he's not sure if they're going to announce any new information on. Like that was the one thing last week he kind of gave us some hints on. It's like, well, there's still one thing we're not sure if we're going to tell anybody. We have no plan to talk about it yet. But I guess if it was in a magazine, I guess that's a plan to talk about it.
Yeah, but I don't know if he knew it was in a magazine.
Yeah. Kermit, come on now. You just come out right now. You might as well tell us. I know he's in there somewhere. He's still listening.
I was about to say, it would be easy. Just go into the comment section and just type @K and see if it comes up. Oh, yeah. He's still in chat. You can't hide, homie.
I'm not here. Yeah, see? He's... you just gotta this could be world exclusive, the end of the Farm Sim show. And would be the week before this is the perfect time for you to tell us the last feature you want to talk about, Kermit.
Yep.
Just saying.
And don't send me the same meme again.
Can you put memes in chat yet?
Yeah, that'd be great. Just mine would just be full of really awkward jokes.
Yep. It would be. It's a good thing they can't put GIFs and memes in chat.
Yeah, because I'd put my favorite one of the stick figure jumping up and down. It's my favorite. While we're on it, I do want to thank some of the modders that have been in chat that have been answering some questions. I want to thank Mr. Marcel from Giant Software from QA. Sure. He was in here. He's not only a friend and fan of the channel, but he also is responsible for a lot of the stuff that I cover and review. but separately, he doesn't have to be here hanging out. He was off work today. The Giants office was out today because it was a holiday in Germany. And here he is.
He is hanging out.
It's 9:26. Yeah. Time changes in the United States this weekend, finally. It's changed for you as well?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. We gain an hour, right? Fall behind? You gain
fall
an
behind.
Hour?
Yeah, we get an hour, but we fall behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one more hour you have to wait until Farm Sim releases, unfortunately.
Yeah. This was always the night that I hated whenever I was No. When I was DJing. When I was the DJ. So the time would go from 1:59. I was forced to be here. I did, tell him or else. It wasn't really a force. But I would DJ and you'd get to 1:59. Clubs closed at 2.
Yep.
But it would go from 1:59 back to 1 again.
Yeah.
But in the spring, you just lost an hour of sleep.
And you don't get paid that extra hour, right?
Yeah,
anybody that works night shifts does not like this day because they typically don't get paid. A lot of them don't get paid that extra hour.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I never
equals out in the wash. You'll just work in the spring when you gain the hour. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So I got what was it? It's like $100 an hour DJ and something like that.
Yeah.
But if it was a 4-hour gig, I would do it for $300. But that was a 5-hour gig, and I would still get $300 for DJing.
Yep.
So
that sucks.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Those were weird nights where I would be like still at the club hanging out at 7 a.m. But it's just I was sitting at the bar giving the bartenders crap. It's like, man, you guys take forever. Meanwhile, I'm like, keep them coming.
yeah, exactly. I'm not done yet.
Yeah, looking out the windows. Anybody coming by? No, we're good. All right.
Perfect.
I mean, yeah, $100 an hour is good, but when you work, I don't know, 4 hours a week, and it's kind of hard.
And you got setup time beforehand as well, right?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to make a living doing that. I worked 6 days a week, but $100 an hour is like the best I ever got paid. I don't think it did much better than that. There were a couple special events, like the school that I worked for, they paid well, but yeah. Oh well.
If only you could get paid 40 hours a week for that, right? That's the nice part.
If I got paid 40 hours a week doing that, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, there you go.
I love you guys, but I'd be live streaming on Twitch twice a week. That's what I'd be doing. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna hang out and do people say welcome back to the channel on Twitch? That's like cringe talk now, right? That's like ooh.
Is that no longer a thing we do on YouTube either?
No. I mean, I still like every video. If you go back and click like each video, you'd be like, hey, what's up? It's DJ. Hey, what's up? It's DJ. And like, I go back and rewatch my videos to make sure that everything's good once it's posted. And then I just go like, shut up.
This guy's such a loser. Oh, wait, that's me. I hate this channel. Oh, crap.
It's a DjGoHam Twitch stream. I did one, but it was an accident.
Hey, you know what? It's out there now. Your Twitch stream was out there.
Yeah, it definitely was.
I don't know why you signed in on that program. I just don't understand what you're thinking there.
It's not, oh yeah, I don't know why I did it either. Oh, yeah. All right. One more thing. What's the first thing that you're gonna do when you play 25? And this is for Clutch as well as everybody in chat.
What do you guys think?
Some of you guys are not getting the game, and I understand that.
I haven't even decided what map I'm going to play my first playthrough on yet, to be honest with you. I know there's a lot of people that are going to default to the North American. I think I'm going to default North American.
Yeah.
But that's just because that's what I enjoy more. The Asian map caught me off guard a little bit. I was like, oh yeah, I'm just going to brush it off. It's great. Change graphic settings to max. There you go. That actually might be one of the first things I'll be going through the settings because we hadn't get a chance to look at any of the settings on that. And that's probably the first thing I'd be like, 1, 2, 3, game settings. What do we have to play with in here this time?
Yeah. That
could be the very first thing.
Make the 4090 scream.
And then it'll be what modders do I know that can make an easy dev tool?
Can I just go into the game and change the file?
Yeah, let's go into the map, the game settings XML.
Yeah.
Easy dev controls on. Yes.
4090 will scream in 4K. I was actually, so beforehand I was playing with, I think it was the 3090 in Farm Sim, was it 19 or 22? But I remember I was having an issue and I sent Mr. Marcel the log, and he's like, why are you doing 4K at 2x? He's like, you're basically playing in 8K right now. No wonder you can't play the game right. Or something like that. That's not what he said, but I know that's what he was thinking. Because that's what I thought too. I was like, man, I'm not playing the game right. Yeah, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is jump on the American map once I've got my settings done, and I'm going to see which console commands work.
Are you going to do the tutorial right off the bat?
Not right off the bat, but I will do the tutorial. I don't know if what I'm gonna do will be on screen or not. We'll find out.
Yeah, I'm the same boat. The tutorial, I like just to see it. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be on. I don't know if I'll be on screen for record that portion or not.
So we will see, but it's going to be interesting. I'm also going to jump on Zelonka and see what is different on Zelonka versus 22 versus 25.
Did you do a playthrough on Zelonka?
I did. I did not enjoy it.
Yep.
Tell him I said hi.
Oh, we got clutch things. What's he got going on? Oh, nice. Okay, thanks. Oh, why you handed that to me?
What up?
They're gone.
Darn.
They gone.
Yeah, it'll be. So I did. I think it was a 10-episode series, and then I also did like a 3-parter where I plowed all the fields together that could have been together.
I did play through it, but I think I made 4B Gaming and Steggy Poo Farms do all the work, which is great.
Yeah, every time I looked, they were just cultivating. I was like, this sucks.
Let's do a root crop only farm on the whole map, and you guys go. We'll see. I am excited. I like the peas and the green beans. Super excited to see more of that and mess with that. It's going to be interesting. I like that. We'll see.
It's going to be expensive to get into those. I mean, those machines are not small.
No way. So I'm hoping, like I said, I hope there's another header maybe for a different combine you can use potentially. I don't know. We'll see.
I think what we need to do is bully a couple modders, Chris, Riley,
82,
to possibly get in on the Colossus game a little bit earlier in the cycle this time around.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I've said this publicly, but I have been playing Farming Simulator 22 on Xbox a lot for the past week. Like,
you haven't said anything to me about this.
Like 3 to 4 hours a day.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And
you are more hardcore than I ever would have thought.
It took me less than a week to break down, sell everything, and go Colossus with everything. So and it's because I also did a lot of stuff with. So I was on Comston, my favorite map. I don't think anybody even knows that. I downloaded Comston on the Xbox. I only had a couple mods to start with.
Yep.
I got Ralston mods, his JCB 4000, as well as Bailey grain trailer. I was running the Klaus Tryon base game that was on there already.
Yep.
And just doing every single thing. Clamston, yeah. Doing things super slow.
Who says that?
6 miles an hour. And I was like, it got to the point where it took 4 hours to harvest one of the fields. What I was doing, I was flipping fields. And it took all day. Like the first, I finally got through the whole first day. You know, what starts at 8 a.m., I think?
Yeah, it should be 8 a.m. I think it's 8.
I was playing at ×1 and I got all the way to 20.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I've got to figure something else out. So I went to 0.5 times. 4 hours? Rookie numbers. Yeah. But yeah, no, I just kind of trying to get myself used to not being able to go as fast. Even though I'm going to be begging a certain modder friend of mine to make
agree.
A EV headers and
I'm just hoping that we can get like some kind of quick fix or easy def controls right off the bat, to be honest.
It'd be nice. I mean, it's the most, I don't know if it's not the most downloaded mod by far, but for people like us, yeah, has to be. Ooh, and it's time to have the top mods of the game videos coming out, and I've already recorded 2 of the 3.
Nice.
Top crossplay mods, and I didn't say the best or the top mods. It is titled My Favorite. and it is not 10. I don't remember how many it is.
It's 47.
I'm fairly
top mods for Farming Simulator 22.
I think I had my favorite crossplay mods was 32 mods, and I think there were 25 or 26 of my favorite PC mods. And every PC only mod was a script. But I just kind of talk about them, chit chat about it. Omatana, you're in there. Yos is in both videos.
Shocker.
Schultz is in there as well. I think once or twice. Actually, I feel bad because one of Schultz's mods is an underground storage silo, and it's a really nice silo. It comes out. You can put bells there too, and I think he updated it after I made my version.
Okay.
But I went in and mine holds. I think it's like 100. It's 1 billion liters. I modified mine to hold 1 billion and do everything. Did I make the list? You did. And it just cracked me up because I don't have his installed, but I have the version that I edited of his mod installed. And so I used that one. I was like, it looks exactly like this. Just mine holds more. And I also didn't have the what you call it, the first video or the first version. Like I modified the first version, and then the second one I think he did one that does liquids as well.
Oh geez.
Unless it also did liquids. didn't really understand.
Because you like I know, like the containers, the fill containers mod. You absolutely love that thing, right? Like you're using it for everything. I remember.
Fill container.
Well, it's just like little bags that will hold pretty much anything.
Oh yeah, they made the list. 82 studios.
Shocker.
Yeah. Global goods transport power.
That's it. Yeah, I know. I know you used it for absolutely everything. Because I'd never really used the mod before. And like we jumped into a live stream on, was it Silver Run preview?
Yeah, probably.
And they're like, oh, well, just toss it all in. I'm like, what does this do? How do you unload this thing? I've never used it for anything before. They're like, oh, just put anything in it. And I'm like, what?
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense.
And some other modders you may know, Chris S, O'Reilly S made a list. Of course, 82 studios in there naturally. I think he's in there once or twice at least. Mac Trucker naturally. Quite a few other names of Mark Thor, of course.
Cool.
Yeah, there's just some really cool. But that was also one of the reasons why I wanted to play on console, because these are mods that I've actually been using.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
They're also in no order, and the PC one is a lot of fun because it's basically like a little idiot running around for how long is it? 28 minutes, just being like, "Oh, check this out! This is so cool."
And guy who's never used Follow Me or Courseplay, of course.
Yeah. No, you want to know why? Because when I played Farming Simulator 17 and I downloaded that, and I was watching YouTubers talking about those mods, showing you how to use them, and I couldn't figure out, like, oh, why can I not download them? Because no one was smart and said, oh yeah, by the way, this is PC only. Because YouTubers back then didn't give a crap about console players. Yeah, I remember. There was one that cared, Miss Silly P. That's why I watched him. There's also a reason why I'm very clear if something's PC only or if it's crossplay. Very clear.
You are very you're jaded, I think someone might call it.
Man, it pissed me off so bad.
I didn't want the cat lady that's mad at everybody right now from Simpsons. You throwing her cats at people when they're running down the street when they're angry. That's you. That's DjGoHam.
I just hated it. I felt awful when I found out that it was PC only, because I was like, they don't care now either. It's fair, some of them. But I basically said I will always be honest about, is this crossplay? Is this PC? Anyway, but yeah,
it's not like you do many PC only mod reviews, anyways. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they're few and far between. Anything that's a preview, it's got to be for all platforms, unless it's just epically good.
Like global companies all over again, right?
Don't make me download a mod to download other mods.
I love it. I wonder where that's going to go in Farm Sim 25 a little bit. I'm curious to see how that works out.
I will say that is one thing that I have to get over, is required mods. I'm going to have to get over that.
I think it's going to get worse going forward.
Yeah.
I think a lot of maps, because they kind of use that in a way to save space on the maps too, right? For high detailed maps.
Yep. There's a reason that they do that, but I also want to remind you that the best map makers, the ones that people consider to be the best, don't have required mods because they're good enough. They just make everything for the map.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So there's two ways to look at it, but I'm very salty towards it, and I have to get over it. But I also hear, YouTubers who are playing on console that complain about it, say I don't have enough room for this. I would have to delete these other mods, and I don't have enough room for this. So yeah, get over it with dependencies. Will improve the user experience, but dependencies are a good thing for everyone. See, and that's a person who's in charge of Mod Hub.
There you go.
And I understand that. And I have to be the one to get over that. So there's that. It's my fault.
It's always.
But you know what
realize
else? You know what else is my fault?
Oh boy!
Every time I mess shut up. Every time I mess up on the microphone, I got something else cool. I got my last Fallout 22 blooper video coming out tomorrow.
Oh boy!
Yep.
That's right. How many times do you mess up? Is it like every video?
Well, this one was from June till November for this year, and it was 2.5 minutes long. But as you know, I use the Black Magic capture little thingy.
Yeah.
And because I get like a minute is like 2 gigs, I don't keep a lot. Actually, it's more than that. 20 minutes is like what, 300-400 gigs, something like that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because everything's in ProRes 422 in HDR10.
Of course it is.
Or HDR, whatever.
Of course it is.
So anyway, yeah, so that's that thing. Anyway, so I would delete the stuff. So there's a lot more stuff that I messed up. The thumbnail's terrible. I also flipped my head. So like, this is me. And you also know this is me because like this side of my mustache grows a little bit more angled than this side, which kind of points down. And so that's how you could tell. And so I flipped it because I was like, what be better blooper than seeing me looking away, but I'm backwards. And I even had the logo removed off my shirt because it was backwards. It looked like the Beats logo. Which, by the way,
why didn't you just flip it in your photo editing software?
Because that would be way too less cringe than what I did, which was just...
Nobody's gonna know. You took the time to remove a logo.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, and I got more good news. This just keeps going. This is fantastic. I have a new logo, which I'll be putting on the channel probably in January. I was gonna try and do it in October, and we're way too close to the new game to do it now. But a person who also does Farming Simulator, who I'm a good friend with, who is a professional logo designer in IRL, has been super gracious and redone a logo for me.
Okay.
It looks great.
All right.
It doesn't look like the Deets by Bray logo.
Deets by Bray. I was gonna say, like, that's. I never wanted to call you out on it, but
I'll be the first one to call me out because I saw it and I'm like, oh, this is such a cool logo. That's awesome. And then I got it and paid what, $900 for the stupid thing. And I was like, oh no.
You paid $900 for your logo?
Do what?
You paid $900 for your logo?
See, I didn't know what I was doing. I had somebody reached out, it was a viewer, and they said I could redo your logo for you. They sent me a couple different designs. We did a few redesigns. I didn't think it looked like the Beats logo, and then I looked and I was like, this is definitely the Beats logo. I'm an idiot.
$100.
Yeah. Be honest.
All right, man.
Yep, I got robbed.
It's gonna be a fun week, guys. I'm excited to see what the next week brings as we officially launch into Farm Sim 25. It's gonna be crazy for a bit here.
Ooh, that's awesome. That's
region specific map categories.
Yeah,
I like
that's
it.
Very cool. Hey, Legacy.
Legacy AG in the chat.
Yeah, there you go. I did see a couple questions I do want to answer. A couple people asking about 82 Studio. He is taking a break. He's been on a break for quite a few months now. He's been spending more time with his family. He got to visit his family in Spain, which was great. He's doing a lot of stuff with work right now. However, he will be coming back with Farming Simulator 25 to make some mods. I don't know if he's going to be doing as much as he did before, but he's still going to be making, like, by that I mean streaming every day.
Yeah.
He'll still be making some more mods. He's still got the Phantom, I believe, is the last truck he was working on. So there's still stuff to do. So there you go.
I was hoping we would see him at that event 2 weeks ago.
I think he probably would have been invited had he been making content still, because he is one of the larger content creators. But now is kind of nothing. Somebody, not nothing. You know what I mean? He's not doing anything. Any news on my house? Yes, I have it in my mod folder, and which is a different computer. I guess I could show it off if you give me a minute, but I don't think we've got that kind of time. South Sask, yeah, let's go.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, they have mentioned that Edgewater will not be coming to Farming Simulator 25. At least that's what they announced a few months ago, somewhere around there.
It's okay. Let's get some new stuff. I'm all good with it. Let's see what else you got.
Yeah,
I want to see it.
But they are they had an idea, have started work. I'm not quite sure, but that's going to be pretty cool. Hispano Modding sent me something today, which I need to download. I forgot. I need to download it. I don't even know what it is. I assume it's their Jeep, but I guess we'll find out. Whatever it is, they said it's not for 22 anymore. So
there you go.
I'll figure that out. Jababs is in here. What I did?
You got any other questions?
Does anybody else have any other questions? There were a couple people asking about things, but most of it, the answer is no. If I didn't answer.
I saw a bunch of questions on logging. There's been no real updates to logging. It sounds like what we saw in 22 after the update from the premium DLC is pretty much what's going forward, but we didn't have confirmation on like a lot of the stuff that was in that. So expect logging to be more largely the same as it was in Farm Sim 22.
Yep. The Harvester did feel pretty good to drive though. That was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Where you can get that AF11 shirt. You could buy them at the store, right?
This was actually, this was at the Racine Case Factory, to be honest, is where I picked this bad boy up. So if you're anywhere near Racine, Wisconsin, then you can probably stop by their little store and pick it up there. I don't know where else they have it.
Yep, no clue. I was going to wear my Game On AF11 shirt, or not AF11, 715.
That's Steiger, right?
Yeah.
It's Steiger, I think. There's a quad track or Steiger?
Both.
There you go. I know my the Clutchlings both have that shirt.
It's so cool. It's such a great shirt.
It's pretty cool. You can put the tracks into like gaming icons. It's pretty cool.
It's very cool. Am I going to Llama? Yes, I will be at Llama. We're doing a community hangout. Unfortunately, that has been full for a while. So unless we find a way to have more people, we had to cap the amount of people, and it sold the RSVP sold out very quickly for that. So there's that. Any other questions? Used equipment making a comeback? I would hope so. We don't know anything about it. Hope so. It'd be great.
I haven't seen any menus yet, which was unfortunate. I'd like to see some menus, but we'll have to wait next week.
How soon will modders be making mods for 25?
Next week we'll be starting. We'll be starting, right?
I think so. I would.
Is the editor being released with release, or is it a week behind? Have we heard anything about the editor?
I thought it was released in the same day, on the 12th.
I thought the editor was delayed, but I could be wrong on that.
I'm not sure. That sounds like some information that would have been put on the forum, and I don't read the forum.
Yeah, someone, I don't know if Mr. Marcel has any insight he can give in the chat, but I thought the editor, I don't know if it was coming out on release day or if it was like a week delayed or something. Someone said a week delayed at one point in time. I thought I heard recently, but I could be wrong on that.
Yeah.
Once again, not something I 100% keep up with, unfortunately, either.
Yeah. South they say, I'm pretty sure they think it was delayed. Yeah. We'll find out.
Yeah, it'll be within, you'll start seeing mods within the first month for sure, obviously. Usually like 2 weeks, 3 weeks in. You never know, right? You'll start seeing some simpler mods typically, right? But and then all of a sudden some of the big modders will start coming off stuff. Icon template is already ready. There we go.
That's one good news.
That's something.
Man, so Yos, send it. It's kind of funny. Like a week plus from now, we'll be playing the game.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Maybe less than a week. I don't know. Giants hit me up. It's very, very, very exciting. Are you ready? Are you nervous, excited, or are you like, Yep, I'll play the game when I get it.
So happy to finally be moving on, to be honest with you. I was talking about this in my chat, like the mod conflicts and various mod problems I'm having right now with my game. I'm like, I'm so excited to delete that mod folder and be able to move into a fresh game, like start from scratch again. I'm so excited for that portion and have all these new features. Really want to see that happen.
Nice.
Clean up that mod folder.
Will you be doing any more Farm Sim 22 videos after 25 releases?
Not likely. That's probably going to be the end of 22 for me, most likely. From what I've seen of 25, it is the next game. There's no reason to go back to 22. It's everything you like about 22 that I've seen so far, at least, and it's just better. So
I will say as far as everything goes right now, I need to record one more video, which is going to be my top maps video or my favorite maps.
Yep.
And then after that, like, I'm done. I've already recorded all the gameplay. Everything else is recorded or pre-recorded for FS22. I'm kind of moving on to 25 now. So that'll be that.
I think as far as content creation goes, I think most guys will have to be moving on as soon as possible, really, is what it comes down to. I don't know what the viewership expects, but I can't see too many people searching out Farm Sim 22 videos after this, especially with the fact that, I mean, there's going to be only a few more mods released for 22, so you're not going to see new mods, really, and once the end of the year comes, then even Mod Hub is no longer accepting new mods, right?
Yep.
There's no more release for Farm Sim 22, so everything is going to be Farm Sim 25 after the new year.
Yep. I'll be setting up stuff to do Farm Sim 25 and 22 mod videos through the end of the year. However, there will be a point where I just stop doing 22. However, because we're losing a generation of consoles, I will more than likely continue supporting Farm Sim 22 mods as long as they're being released or updated. I will include those with the normal mod videos, or maybe release them as separate. We'll see what happens. I'll probably reach out to the community when that time comes to find out what you guys would prefer. Because again, videos are for you. They're really not for me. So when I make the videos, I'm like, all right, well, I know the information now.
Funny how that works.
It is. It's gonna be fun, man. It has been it's been a wild ride. Is there any final, because we don't know if we're gonna be able to see you in this in this environment playing 22 again. Is there anything that you have just been all about for 22, or any final thoughts? Send it off.
For me, boy. I mean, there was a lot of things that came from 22 on the PC side of things. There's some crazy mods that I never in 100 years would have expected to have seen. I mean, just this year, like the train mod came out, right? We were able to build trains, actual tracks and trains, and place that down and drive a train in Farm Sim 22. That kind of like, what? I'm sorry, what? How? Like, it wasn't 100%, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. That blew me away a little bit. Early on, terraforming, like being able to dig in Farm Sim 22. Like, that's a feature I want to see pushed forward into 25. I want to see it made better. I want to see that really fully realized going forward. But I mean, 22 has been an amazing, I think for the last 3 years, been a really amazing game. Really happy with how it turned out. It seems I felt it was a lot more polished than 19 went on release.
Yeah.
And we'll see how the release goes for 25. And now Giants has had a long time to figure out the release schedules. They've self-publishing, of course, in 22 first time.
Yep.
But we'll see. They've released all their DLCs, self-published now. How's it going to work this time? Hopefully all things go smoothly for them. I'm excited to see how it goes. But 22 has been a great game. Excited to send it off in the sunset and see what's next, though.
Very cool. I would have to say the allowance of crazy modded stuff for console players.
Yeah.
22 was one of the first times where console players really got to have some of the mods like PC players have. For example, you've got 1.25 million liters and you can harvest at 62 miles an hour with 5,000 horsepower, or you can harvest, cotton and do it wild and crazy. Just recently had new cotton types. New cotton bales came out with the modded bio baler, which was epic, and forage harvesters and Omatana a year ago releasing, her TARDIS pack, the XL. Having stuff like that and wild crazy balers that hold 50,000 liters. of any crop and fermenting almost instantly. Having those things, be able to play on console, not having to buy a PC to do those things, has been super duper cool. And it's opened up a lot more people to play the kind of the way that I wanted to play back in the day in Farm Sim 17.
Just weren't allowed.
Yeah. I mean, I do things fast for one reason, so that I can do more and get it all into a video instead of spending 4 hours on one field.
Fair enough.
Gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's been a nice change, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And not locked. Yeah, you're not locked into that box anymore, right? You're able to play the way you want to play.
Yeah. So, but again, you don't have to download those, and that's okay. Like you say, people get to play the way they want, and if more people get to play the way they want, more people will play.
Love it. Well, I think that will be it for probably the last Farm Sim show, talking anything about Farm Sim 22 for the most part.
I remember that. It drives so good too. I saw it on the Modders Facebook page, and I was like, "There's no way." And then it was on the Mod Hub.
I know, that's crazy.
Oh me, oh my! Next week another news stream. Are we doing a podcast next Friday?
Maybe, it depends.
Okay, are you available?
I think so.
Word. I have zero excuses.
So if we don't do the Farm Sim show next week, then I guess it's my fault, is what you're saying. Got it.
Yeah, unless I get like so I don't know if anybody's watched the podcast from last week, which was really good, but it was pre-recorded.
Yeah.
But in it, we were joking at the beginning. He was like, "Yeah, if we don't do a podcast, it's usually DJ's fault." Like, yeah, I find excuses all the time. And I almost sent you one message yesterday. It was like, I think I'm gonna have like a headache tomorrow, or like I'm off Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, so like, it'd be nice to be off work like earlier on Friday.
Weak sauce, brother. That's some weak sauce.
It was a crap excuse.
It was.
Yeah. I gotta figure out what movies to watch this weekend. I think I'm gonna watch a bunch of Austin Powers movies. I think that's
you're coming to be goalie. Come on, get your butt up here. Let's go.
You know, it worries me that I could come up there, but then I'm like, but home, right? Yeah. Well, how about this? Give one of your family members your phone and just FaceTime me, and I'll be there with you.
Well, let's not do that. It sounds like an excuse. I'm not even going to talk to you about it anymore. I'm just disappointed. Just disappointed. I'm not mad. Just disappointed.
Don't do this to me in front of all these people.
Well, I think that's, you know what, I'm just fully disappointed. So on that note, just a huge shout out, of course, to somebody that doesn't disappoint me, G Portal Game Servers. Thanks again for their support this year. If you guys are looking for the ultimate server for your Farm Sim 25 experience, check the link down in the description. You get 10% off on the best servers for Farm Sim by far. Go check them out. Fantastic to work with, and they've been a huge supporter of this channel and DJ's channel, of course, as well. So cheers to them, and go check them out. Get your 10% off, because you're going to want to serve for Farm Sim 25. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You can pre-order. And other than that, of course, pre-orders are of course live for Farm Sim 25. Don't forget about that as well. If you haven't got your pre-order on, you might as well do it now. You're going to be picking up Farm Sim, right? If you're ready to do it, if you're not going to come and if you're not going to win a giveaway, only a couple of those left. But check links down in the description. You can get your pre-order for PC players, at least down in the description. If you're on console, you can, of course, pre-order on your console through your game stores, right?
I have already preloaded on Xbox.
There you go. You can preload.
Yeah, it's like a 32 gig download file.
There you go.
Every day I check it, I'm like, do you remember the Platinum DLC for FS25?
Yep.
They accidentally opened it. Remember that one time I was like, I took screenshots of everything.
Yeah, you were going through all the equipment.
Yep.
Look at the list.
And then afterwards we went under NDA. I was like, crap.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, because I was the one that was like, hey, I don't know if you've seen this or not, but
so am I supposed to have early access? How did you guys get me early access on console?
Yeah. Oh, don't bring that up. Have you heard the news?
No.
There's no early access for console for FS25. So Mr. Silly P will not be making console videos. I will say this. I called him last week. I was on the phone with him for like 30 minutes. And I did my best to convince him to make videos on PC and tried to remind him that it's the same game, base game. It's the same game. Just don't go through the settings or anything like that. Just play the game, show people everything that's going on.
Especially at launch, the game is really the same.
Yeah. So if he does and you don't like it, blame me. Don't blame him, blame me. Because he was super duper upset about it, and immediately, as soon as I found out, I gave him a call.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, hopefully he just does it on PC, does a couple videos, right? That's not the end of the world, whatever.
Yeah. And then he's gonna show everything off again whenever it drops. If he's getting just blame me. So
that's what I do.
My mother had this thing when I was younger. She said, if you ever get into a situation that you don't like and you need to get out of it, just say, I wouldn't let you do something, or you would get in trouble or something. She said, blame me. And then wherever you are, I'll come and get you or come home. She said, just blame me if you're uncomfortable with the situation. And now it's funny. I use her as an excuse, but like in good ways. So, if you see somebody, hold the door for them, be nice, doing nice things. And, I live in the South. So if you do something nice, everybody's like, oh, thank you very much. And I always say, well, if I didn't do it, my mom would beat me. So, and I tell her that. I think she loves it.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, folks. That's going to do it for another episode of the Farm Sim Show. Thanks for watching. Any final thoughts, GoHam?
I was told Kermit said in public Farm Sim Discord, Miss Chili P should get early now.
There we go.
Hope so. Hey, if we can bully him good enough to get that. Well, if he gets it, I want it too, because I got to show off the differences between console and PC. But I want it too. How do I get? It's not fair now. I don't like it. Thanks for hanging out with us for Farming Simulator 22. Thank you for hanging out with the #1 most downloaded farming simulator podcast in the world.
Once again, pretty small shoes to fill, apparently.
I mean, I wear 12s and 13s, depending on what kind of shoe it is. You know, I had a size 10 shoe in the 5th grade. Men's 10.
Why were you talking about your shoe size? Man, come on. No one believes that. It's a shoe size! Nobody believes you had... It's a size 13 girls. It's different. It's a different size thing. Nobody is bragging about their big feet. Nobody. Nobody's being like, oh, this is big feet. It's the hands. I got little hands. There's nothing to brag about. Did you shave your knuckles at all, or is it like, I'm just wondering? I thought you had pretty hairy hands. My nickels? Like knuckles? Knuckles? Pieces of coin? No, I got not your nickels. Your knuckles, you Nimrod. I have not owned a nickel in like 7 years. I said knuckles. Why can't you open your ears and listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth? Knuckles. Oh, knuckles. Like the thing on the back of your hand. Yeah, that's what I said. What are you talking about? Oh, I was talking about 5-cent pieces, which, to be fair, about the same size. Yeah, I got short, stubby fingers. Short, stubby. What? Yeah, got it. But I bet, I could probably hold like $2 worth of nickels in my hands. Like, hey, I need some. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some coins. I got stuff to do.